My topic is able maker problem, also referred as call center problem. Now let's move on to the question. Consider computer technical support center where person takes call and provides services. The time between call ranges from 1 to 4 minutes with the distribution shown below. So the time between calls are given in minutes with the corresponding probabilities. There are two technical support people, that is Abel and Baker. Abel is more experienced and can provide service faster than Baker. The distribution of service time are as follows. These are the two tables with respect to Abel and Baker where service time are given in minutes with the corresponding probabilities. Abel gets a call if both technical support people are idle. Problem is to find how well the current arrangement is working by simulating for 10 callers. Calculate average waiting time, average service time of Abel and Baker. Random digits for arrivals are 26, 98, 90, 26, 42, 74, 80, 68 and 22, and for service time are 95, 21, 51, 92, 89, 38, 13, 16 and so on. Now let's move on to the solution. Abel-Baker problem. Here, more than one channel of work or service is being used. Abel, being faster and more experienced than Baker, Abel is preferred. Here, these are the steps to perform. A customer arrives at time K. If both Abel and Baker are free, then service goes to Abel. If Abel is busy, then the service goes to Baker. If both Abel and Baker are busy, then the customer waits for one of them to be free. Now let's calculate distribution of time between intervals. So the time between arrivals are given along with the corresponding probabilities. To find the cumulative probabilities, we need to add these probabilities. That is, first we are going to write the same thing, that is 0.25, and then we are going to add with 0.40 to get 0.65, and then we are going to add it with 0.20 to get 0.85, and then add it with 0.15 to get 1. To calculate the random digit assignment, we need to check the cumulative probabilities and then set a range for the random digit assignment. That is, its range is between 0 to 25. And next, 26 to 65, and then 66 to 85, 86 to 0. Now let's calculate the service time distribution for Abel, where the service time and the corresponding probabilities are given. To calculate the cumulative probability, we need to add these probabilities. That is, first is 0.30, then we need to add it with 0.28 to get 0.58, and then add it with 0.25 to get 0.83, and then add it with 0.17 to get 1. To calculate the random digit assignment, we need to check the cumulative probabilities and then set a range for random digit assignment. That is, it starts with 0 till 30, and then 31 to 58, 59 to 83, and then 84 to 0. Similarly, we are going to calculate service time distribution for Baker, where the service time and the corresponding probabilities are given. To calculate the cumulative probability, we are adding these probabilities. That is, first we are writing the same thing, that is 0.35, and then add it with 0.25 to get 0.60, and then add it with 0.20 to get 0.80, and then add it with 0.20 to get 1. So to calculate the random digit assignment, we need to check the cumulative probability and then set a range for the random digit assignment. That is, it ranges between 0 to 35, and then 36 to 60, 61 to 80, and then 81 to 0. Now we are going to calculate the time between arrival determination for 10 callers where the random digit for the 9 customers are given, where it always starts with the second customer and the first is not considered. So to calculate the time between arrivals, we need to check where these random digits lie in the distribution table. So for the second customer or the caller, the random digit is 26. So we need to check the distribution table where this 26 lies in the table. That is, it ranges between, that is with the time interval 2. So we need to write that 2. This always starts with 0. So for the third caller, the random digit 98 lies in the range, that is with the inter-arrival time 4. Similarly, for the fourth caller, the 90 ranges between, that is inter-arrival time 4. For the fifth, the 26 range between, that is 2. For the sixth, the 42 ranges between, that is again 2. For the seventh caller, the random digit 74 ranges between 66 and 85, that is again 3. For the eighth caller, 80 ranges between, that is again 3. For the ninth, the 68 ranges between, that is again the third interval. And for the 10th caller, the 22 lies between, that is the first inter-arrival time. So now we are going to determine the service time for 10 callers with the corresponding random digits. So we are going to find the service time for both Abel and Baker by checking the random digits where it lies in the service distribution table. So for the first caller, the random digit is 95. So this 95 lies between the service time, that is 5. And for the second caller, the 21 ranges between the service time 2. 51 ranges between, that is with the service time 3. 92 lies between, that is the service time 5. 89 lies between the service time 5. 38 lies between the service time 3. 13 lies between the service time 2. 61 lies between the service time 4. 50 lies between the service time, that is 3. And 49 lies between the service time, that is again 3. Similarly, we are calculating the service time for Baker by checking the service time distribution table. That is, for the random digit 95 for the first caller lies between the range, that is with the service time 6. 21 lies between the service time, that is 3. 51 lies between the service time, that is 4. 92 lies between the service time, that is 6. 89 lies between the service time, again 6. 38 lies between the range, that is with the service time 4. 13 lies between the service time with the range 3. And 61 lies between the service time 5. 50 lies between the service time with 4. And 49 lies between the range with the service time, again 4. So now we are going to perform the simulation for 10 customers where the time between arrivals is already calculated in the previous table. Now to find the arrival time we calculate it in a similar way as we calculated the cumulative probabilities. That is, it starts with 0, then 0 plus 2 is 2, 2 plus 4 is 6, 6 plus 4 is 10, 10 plus 2 is 12, 12 plus 2 is 14, 14 plus 3 is 17, 17 plus 3 is 20, 20 plus 3 is 23, and 23 plus 1 is 24. Now, as we know that Abel is more experienced and faster than Baker, Abel is given more priority and service is scheduled to be Abel when both Abel and Baker are free. So, the service time for Abel is 5. That is 5. So, service time is 5. So, the time service begins at 0, where the customer arrives at 0 and ends at 5. That is 0 plus 5 is 5. So, the total time spent in the system is 5. So, the next caller arrives at 2 and we know that Abel is busy. So, the service will be scheduled to Baker. That is, it will start at 2 and the service time for the Baker is 3. That is 2 plus 3 is 5. So, the total time spent in the system is 3. Next, the caller 3 arrives at 6. So, both Abel and Baker are free. So, the priority is given to Abel with the service time 3. That is 6 plus 3 is 9. So, the total time spent in system is again 3. The next customer arrives at 10. Since Abel is free, where the priority goes to Abel. Therefore, the time service begins at 10 and the service time is 5. So, it ends at 15. So, the total spent time is 5. The next caller arrives at 12 and since Abel is busy and the service is scheduled to Baker with service time that is 6. So, it ends at 18. So, total spent time is 6. The next caller arrives at 14. Since both Abel and Baker are busy and we know that Abel provides service more faster than Baker, so the service goes to Abel. That is with the service time 3. So, there is a delay with the waiting time 1. So, to calculate the total time spent in the system, we need to add both the waiting time and the service time, that is 4, and it completes at 18. So, the next caller arrives at 17. So, again both Abel and Baker are busy, but the priority goes to Abel. So, again there will be delay with waiting time 1 and the service time is 2. So, that 18 plus 2 is again 20. So, total time is service time plus the waiting time, that is 3. The next customer arrives at 20. So, Abel is free to give the service. So, begins at 20 with the service time 4 and ends at 20 plus 4 is 24. So, total time spent is 4. So, the next customer arrives at 23. and but the Abel is busy, so service goes to baker. That is 23 with service time, that is 4. So 27 it is going to end. So the total time spent is 4. So the next customer arrives at 24. At 24, Abel finishes the previous job, so it can take the service. So service time is 3 and it ends at 27. So total time spent is 3. The rest all remains 0. So now we are going to calculate the average waiting time. So average waiting time is nothing but total waiting time by the total number of callers. So the total waiting time is 2, that is 1 plus 1 is 2. So the total number of callers is 10. So 2 by 10 is 0.2 in minutes. Next is to find the average service time for Abel. That is the total service time for Abel, that is 25 divided by the total number of callers, that is 10. So it is 2.5 minutes. Again, next we need to calculate the average service time for baker. That is total service time for baker, that is 10 divided by the total number of callers, that is 13 by 10, that is 1.3 minutes. Thank you.